She lived life to the fullest and was not afraid of what was going to happen next, and it always had a solution.
Personality she was always the biggest personality in the room. Or the character, giving is the way I would describe her.
We were mistaken for each other all the time because our names are so similar, and we did the same kind of law pretty much for most of our careers. We both were pretty, hard-charging plaintiff's attorneys. She started out as a defense attorney, but then, and we went through kind of motherhood almost at the same time, and our lives were very parallel in a lot of ways. It's really kind of interesting.
She was passionate about helping people, and she was passionate about horses. She loved her horses, and all of her horses knew who she was. Like, she has this one horse named Display, who's technically my horse, but Display loved my mom 10 times more than she loved me, and every time she'd come in, the horses would freak out, and people would be like, oh my gosh, they're like dogs, which is what I tell everyone, because they kind of are. And then, yeah, she always would help people. There was, my grandpa always talked about how she was the kid that would come home with the box full of puppies that she ran around at 11 o'clock at night trying to help save because someone left them on the side of the road.
To those who knew of her, there was a class action case against United Parcel Service that resolved back in around 2004 or so. That was the first time that anyone had been able to use overtime laws to protect part-time workers. And I know that might sound odd, but that's how it was set up. And that actually got her an award from the state bar for doing that.
She also was such a role model because I would, if I go to court even now, I get sick to my stomach, I get so tense, I'm worried about, how I'm gonna do. And she would just go in there and she just thrived on that energy. I never saw her be afraid or tense. So.
And I don't know, because I don't know other lawyers, but she would get Christmas cards from them, and she was invested with their lives even way beyond their case was closed, which I found was great. Like, she was actually trying to help a lot of these people because she believed that they deserved help. So I really admired that about her.
And every year she would buy some new ornament. I don't mean like a tree ornament, I mean like a Santa or something like that. And we had them stored everywhere. I mean, the Christmas decorations were in every chest, filled up a wall in the garage. She just loved Christmas.
It was like her favorite thing, and she collected Santa Clauses. And I remember she gave me this Santa Claus that I still have. But her whole house was filled with Santa Clauses at the holidays, and she even, I guess, at some point started having 4 trees in her house every year.
It's like she would make an instant friend with somebody, and she would be that person's friend forever. And I mean, she had people who she would, for instance, a client who needed some health insurance. Deb got her health insurance. One of her first products liability clients, when we were in the neighborhood, we just stopped by. She just kept a connection with people. And I don't know many friends who ever stopped being friends, who didn't come to the house, and she would stay in contact with all the time.
The last couple times that I was in trial was after arbitration, actually. Was during the time that she was ill and she passed. And I was like, what would Deb do? What would she tell me? don't worry about this, you got this, go in there and just, do what you know is right, and you have all this inside of you, don't worry about the words, they'll come. And so I think that's how she inspired me.
How does it feel to know that the legal community is honoring her in this way?
It feels awesome, especially just because I've grown up with the legal community, so there's so many people that I know, like just as family friends. I do think that she was one of the great trial lawyers I've had.
I knew it would happen after she passed away. I didn't expect it to happen so quickly. I think it is well deserved, and I think that she would really appreciate it.
Well, it makes me feel really good, and it's as it should be. The only thing I wish is that she was here to experience it, because I know that would have made her very proud. That was something, she loved being a lawyer. She was proud of being a lawyer, and she always did her best. She wanted to be the best lawyer she could be. And, while it would have made her uncomfortable, because she didn't like the attention on herself, for herself, I know she would have been really proud of that and would have, felt good about passing that legacy on to her kids.